Oh man, okay, we are here. Another week of marbling. We're marbling the content. We're making the content, but it's got perfect fat marbling within. Kind of a leaner marbling of content, but that's how we do it. A little bit of a leaner content cut. Your marbles chops, your marble loins, of course. The marble neck. It gets a marble neck. It's good for pulled marble, all the way up to filet marble. All right, you guys want to do this? Okay, thank you, Bonnie. All right, let's do the ting-tings. Let's do the ting-tings. LFG Marbles is brought to you by all of our lovely patrons over at patreon.com/LFGX and our subscribers over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Brycast, BRYCAS. Start the thing!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. This is the main event of the evening. The moment you've all been waiting for. It's time! Introducing your host, Bryce, the Marvel Machine, Cascading.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. LFG Marbles, the League of Fun Games Marbles, that is. It's Season 12. We are halfway through, more than halfway. It's Week 6. Hello, I'm Bryce Castillo, navigating you in and out of 16 more Marbles community races. Thank you for joining me live. Thank you for watching the VOD. Thank you for looking at the clips. Hello to YouTube. Hello to the internet. We've got more marbles for you. Let's jump right in. Feet first, why don't we? Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. It's time for our first race this evening. It is going to be on express delivery. All you got to do is type !play into the chat, just like you've seen me people doing all for the past 20 minutes. I love everybody. Thank you so much for getting the pre-show, getting the warm up. Hello. We're here on week 6. I wrote a little postcard to myself to remind myself, because sometimes I do this. I've been getting a lot of my little things mixed up today. I've been getting numbers and stuff mixed up today, so I just wrote it down, and then I had to rewrite it on the other side because I kept getting ahead of myself. When you get ahead of writing, so I'd be right SEA2. No, scratch that. SWE. I wrote my K like a 6 because I couldn't wait to finish writing the K to write my 6. So that's how excited I am to make sure that we get this right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Marbles. We're going to start with our first race this evening in 90 seconds. Type !play into the chat just like everybody else has been doing all chat long. Hi, everybody. Everybody got their marbles juice. I mean, we had some folks having charcuterie boards. That's how you. This is a really classy game. This isn't just shoveling in pink slop and corn. No, you have charcuterie. 60 seconds to join us. Charcuterie boards. Fine cheeses and meats. Pizzas of artisanal margarita pizzas, I'm assuming. Waylaid is sucking on a massive dill pickle. It's great. Glad to hear it. And that's the power of Twitch Mobile. I've got a whole little my water bottle doodad with a big scoop of caffeine in it. So I'll be you'll see my energy ride from about 85% up to about 110 over the next 20 minutes as I actually ingest this thing instead of an hour ago when I should have. All right, folks, 10 seconds for our first race here on Express Delivery. Let's get ready for it. 5 seconds. We've got 27 racers loaded up into the little squid bit here. 3, 2, and they're off. Flying up, out, and down. Ooh, a lot of folks didn't make it on that first jump. They're taking a minute. We'll zoom out here as we see our racers Still just trying to get, including myself and Malvinius, Tom Chain, and Thermos Jack. A bunch of folks still stuck up at the top. It's Azcat leading the way with Waylaid, Jake Schneider, Ken Worf, Sunbun, and many more as Thermos Jack seems to pull up the rear on this first race of the evening. Going through the opening Sneaky Snake section here. Not too much chaos. We're just going to see people file through the opening sector. Second pack. Cheesy Popcorn, Red Eye Jesse, and FLS Carnage ahead of some of the back pack now. Our racers in the front are getting into some of the more, some of the dirtier parts of the track. Oh, Ken Worf falling off. First one falling off today. There's debris on the track. There's all sorts of... Oh, there we go. Crisco getting the correct shot into the portal. Oh, another J. Martin, though. Oh, had a shot for the finish line there, but did not make it stick. It could be, it should be, it will be Crisco 762 to take a win here on our first race this evening. 1 minute on the big red clock at the top. Let's see how many people can actually finish this one. 1 minute should be plenty of time. There's nothing really complicated here. Maybe Malvinius and Tom Chain in the back. The fight for last place will be a bit tough. No, Pop! Pop fell off. But we'll have to see what the fight in the back of the pack here, because if you hear that, and here's that hurry up music. Nope, that's not it. Here's that hurry up music. I was resetting some of my assets as the top 10 are starting to file in. Callison and Based Bean. Only 26 seconds on that big red clock, folks. That's right. I'm sorry. Shit on the track is the technical term, not debris. Hey, Edmund. 12 seconds now. Get those bankers laps in. We give out points here in Marbles to the top 10 racers, and whoever gets last place successfully finishes last place. Could be FLS Carnage with 3, 2, 1. Oh, no, I don't think they made it. Let's see the results. Congratulations go to Crisco 762, Callison, and Based Bean number 9. Your podium here on race number 1 this evening, the Express Delivery. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place Vuff, leading on Zero Evil, Jake Schneider in 6th. Leading on Open Bayou, Captain Jack, Killer Whale, and Sergeant Mac in 10th place. It's 17th place Archeron getting that last place point. Shout out to the ARC. And that's your nickname. You're the ARC now. You maybe were already the ARC to someone, probably, right? All right, let's let him another track. We have been running 16 marble races for the past 6 weeks. At the top of that standing, it's FLS Carnage on 291, Captain Jack 272, and Callison 266. Find these stats at any time. Marbles.win. It's a website. Check out the today standings in a few moments. Hello, folks. We're ready for race number 2 now. Join us. It's the Snowy Mechanical Chaos. Thank you to Spiritual Rodent for the level. Exclamation mark place, which happens to get more with your name on it. 90 seconds. Get started on it. Can I tell you a story? I hurt myself this week. I don't know why I was doing a femboy Johnny Cash. I hurt myself this week. I made tzatziki sauce. I was trying to make tzatziki sauce today. I got a cucumber, and I was getting all. Because I've talked about this past. I love a gyro plate. Oh my god, I love a gyro plate. I went and had a gyro plate for lunch today because I love the gyro plate. 60 seconds. So I get the yogurt, I get the cucumbers, I get the garlic and all the stuff in them, and I got a little hand mini planer, just a little, and I'm getting these little cloves. I'm taking these cloves and it's gyro. And I'm shaving, and I'm getting a little. I just have a cup. I can tell I get a couple of good hooks into the damn fingernail. And I didn't even realize until a couple of days later where I'm like rubbing on my nail because it's like, oh, it's not smooth anymore. I've got something dirty on it. And so I spent like a few days afterwards trying to be like, what the hell is going on? And I ended up having to give myself my own like DIY mani-pedi, taking a sanding board to my fingernail. But it is smooth now, so check that out. All right, folks, we're here on our first community level of the evening, the Snowy Mechanical Chaos. I think it's Spiritual Rodent for the level there. In the opening, Plinkos, Callison, and Vuff leading on opposite sides as our racers are making it through a quick start here on race number 2. I'm just going to say that, like, I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep calling it gyro. I'm going to keep calling it gyro plate. I love a gyro plate. And frankly, the fact that it makes people in the chat say, oh, it's pronounced Euro. Oh, it's pronounced Euro. Oh, it's pronounced Euro. It's actually pronounced Euro. I know you like to say gyro. It's actually pronounced Euro. And that's a feature, not a bug. That's a feature, not a bug. All right, 54 seconds. Our racers are making it through a tunnel of love of hell. We're following Thermos Jack here. He's getting a few bad overtakes here. For 1 minute elapsed as we see Tom Chain and Archeron leading the opposing packs, really. Minute 9 on race 2. Waylay said with you saying her. So the fingernail got a little shaved, and then I did get you can't see it because I got the ring light there, but I did get a little nick on my 4 digit, just on the top of just on that top right by the fingernail meat. I got some of the fingernail meat and then some of the meat. That's the secret spice for it. And then I made that tzatziki sauce, and then I put way too much lemon in it. Way too much lemon. I got actually not a big bottle of lemon, like concentrate stuff, or it says it's not from concentrate. But anyway, it's still lemon, and there's no saving it. There's no saving it. I put like 2 whole lemons worth of juice into this like cup of Greek yogurt. No, that's not going to work. All right, we've got Thermos Jack and Red Hot Jesse. Bryce has fighting for the lead here in the final sector of this second race. Thermos Jack going down the stairs. As long as he goes through the opening, yes, that'll do it. Your win just ahead of Red Hot Jesse. 1 and 2, pretty easy. Will we get as third place? Yes, it'll be ASCAT. 1964 ahead of Musical Chemist and Crisco. 1 minute on that big red clock now, folks. That's how long you got to bring it home. I need to know the trick to grating garlic cloves on a handheld planer so that you don't take a hunk into your fingernail. I don't think that's too much to ask. Congratulations go to Thermos Jack, Red Hat Jesse, and then ASCAT 1964. Your podium here on race number 2, Snowy Mechanical Chaos. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place, Musical Chemist leading Crisco. That's right, Crisco. 762 leading on FLS Carnage. Bryce has Callison, Zero Evil, and Judy Bootybot. 10th place. Scrolling through, we got 16th place, Captain Jack, taking that last place point. Yowzas. Gotta get Franker Z's for our fallen friends, our DNF. That's what DNF stands for. It stands for does need Franker Z's, which it's an old racing term. It's an old French racing term. The phrase was in English, but it is an old French. Top movers and shakers today were loaded up into our third race. Crisco on 20 points, ahead of Callison and Thermos Jack, 15 and 13. Arkrun says, my microplane has a cover with a small gap to use for garlic, and then I never use the whole clove, I just toss the last bit. Basically, when I microplane garlic, I usually just slow down when I get close to my fingers. That's what I did. I ended up having to kind of just get slow, and then yeah, like last little chunk, but they're so small. The cloves are already so small. The good old-fashioned knife crush and fine slice for the garlic. I probably should have just done that, because I've done I did a little knife smash before, but for some stuff I do really need, like I made nachos a few times tonight or this week, and you can't just have one big clump, but the garlic's got to spread. The garlic's got to spread. 60 seconds to join us now, folks. Exclamation mark play. Can Jack get some cut-proof gloves? Yeah. Do they make kitchen grade cut-proof gloves? Clearly, I've never researched into cut-proof gloves. 50 seconds to join us now for Bubbly Market Street. Another community level. We're doing more community levels tonight, folks. Excited to show them off. Thank you to all the creators on Marbles on Stream who make levels for us. So now I need to get a new cucumber, because I only had the one cucumber, and I didn't even really have one cucumber. It was like a cucumber and a half, because it came into my possession. I didn't buy it. I didn't steal it, but it came into my possession, and it was not refrigerated for a long period of time. So only some of it was usable. All right, 5 seconds now for the Bubbly Market Street. 3, 2, and they're off. 25 racers ready, registered, and revving their marble through the opening section. We see Crisco, Malvinius, Azcat, Tom, Ken, Riss, and more as Vuff pulls up the rears. Our racers are split up into 6 different multi-track sections, defended by a Ferris wheel, going to a dog leg, and then to a colliding sort of tunnel of love of hell, which will actually make it pretty straightforward for most folks. I think the fact that they will be colliding into a soft line there means that shouldn't be too much crazy chaos. Ken Worf, Judy Bootybot, and Riss C will be your first ones into this opening funnel, who will make it down. It'll be Malvinius first, ahead of Ken Worf, Judy, Killer Whale. As our races go through an opening, Steve, Ken, and Killer Whale going into divergent sections left and right, aiming for these hamster balls of love of hell. These hamster balls are tricky. You're going to get spread all the way around. You want to get through this little crook, little alleyway here, and then drop just like Ken Worf did off camera. Let's get that cameraman promote the cameraman. Ken Worf with a big lead now on Killer Whales. Third place, Tom Chain. This is as the crow flies, so there will be a little bit of net, because there's a big hamster ball that some of our racers are. Are any of our racers in this big one? I don't think any of our racers are actually in the big hamster ball of hell. Okay. Well, we'll zoom out a little bit here because we're kind of all over the damn place. Killer Whale on the bottom side. Ken and Tom Chain on the top. Malvinius, Zero Evil. Waylaid and Vuff. Bryce, Sergeant Mac, and Judy. Bootybot. 1:56 elapsed. Our racers are quite spread out. That's Crisco and another J. Martin pulling up the rear. Malvinius, falling off the track in a bad way. Hate to see it. We're going to bring our way down, because our racers are going to have to drop through these little heart sections through another pier, with this kind of hairbrush section. Azcat falling out, hitting a kill plane. Sorry, Pop. Killer Whale, Tom Chain, Ken Worf, Bryce, your front runners now, 2:30. Let's see what it is. Killer Worf getting into a little ziggurat here, and this is actually not great. You want to drop. You just want to go down like Zero Evil is. On the other side, Bryce has just a bit of a gap on Zero Evil, having got... Oh, Jake Schneider! Falling off the top part of the track directly into the finish box. We're going to keep a wide eye here because, folks, Jake has triggered the finish music. Only 42 seconds left. Ooh. That was a sneaky one. I like when the levels have verticality like this. It means that you can get crazy surprise wins like that. Top 10, we're waiting for it. A bunch of folks are still DNFing. It'll be Riss C. No, it's open by you. Apologies. We have 20 seconds now. Who's going to hit the last place point? I don't think Sergeant Mac can make it. It's going to be tough here. 14 seconds. You got to make it into the finish line to get that last place point. That's how it works, folks. 5, 4, 3. There we go. Whoa. Congratulations go to Jake Schneider Bryce, and Killer Whales, 67. Your podium here in race number 3 today, the Bubbly Market Street. Thank you to Bubble Babs for the level. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place. Ken Wharf leading on Waylaid, Vuff, Zero Evil, Colin J. Crawford, Archeron, and Open Bayou in 10th place. Scrolling through, it's 14th place of Judy Bootybot getting that last place point. Shout outs to Judy Bootybot. And I gotta get a lot of Frankersies. We gotta get a lot of Frankersies. That's a lot of DNFs in that one. All right, we're gonna load up another track for you. FLS Carnage is on top, 297, Captain Jack 273, and Callison 270. All right, it's time for number 4. Race 4, Dazzling Breezy Beach. Join us here. Kelly Tonto, thank you for the level. Exclamation place, which you have enjoyed to get Marble with your name on it. Can I tell you a funny TikTok I saw? Not even a funny TikTok. It's just one frame. Just one funny frame of a TikTok. And it said, it's someone's recording a picture from the backseat of a car, and the text on screen says, "Smelly Uber Part 1." And I just paused it. I didn't want to watch it. At first, I didn't want to watch it. It was the last thing on my mind was to want to watch Smelly Uber Part 1. What it could possibly mean. Why is it multiple parts? What would take a human being? What the experience would you need to have in life to go recording and then I think I'm going to call this Smelly Uber Part 1. I'm going to do Smelly Uber Part 1. Really keep on hooked just for how smelly this Uber can be. 90 seconds to join us, folks. It's get really smelly. And I'm here to tell you, the TikTok's not that interesting. It's not. I could only stand about 30 seconds of it, and it's 2 minutes long, and there are multiple parts, and it's what? You know what? It's because I'm not outraged at the idea that the Uber driver, probably maybe may not smell very good in an instance of life. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes it just happens you don't smell good. But to have what the video is her having just a full out conversation with this guy about how it smells and he doesn't really care and he doesn't wear deodorant. This is awful. Why did you post this? Why did you make me Smelly Uber Part 1? It's like a 4-word horror story. Smelly Uber Part 1. Am I supposed to be interested in this? And then multiple parts of it, and then you just want to put. That's a new shortest horror story I've ever been glimpsed with. So thank you to the algorithm on that one. All right, folks, 3 seconds now for race number 4. We're off on the Dazzling Breezy Beach, a slow opening funnel for 28 racers. I get it. Some people are kind of brazen about their stankiness. I get it. I'm not for it, but I understand it. I see it. It exists. But Smelly Uber Part 1. That's crazy. Smelly Uber Part 1. All right, we're seeing Sergeant Mac take an early lead on Thermos Jack and Tom Chain as our racers are making it through the stairway to hell. All of our racers are on the stairway now. Should not be too chaotic as they make their way down. It's Sergeant Mac in first, leading Thermos Jack, Jake Schneider, Tom Chain and Bryce fighting for fourth, Sunbun, Malvinius, Crisco and Callis, and as our racers are going into an elevator and then a little mill section. Is it just a bunch of auto run sectors here? No, okay. There's some It's just these are kind of auto runners, you know? Open by using Smelly Streamer Part 1. No! And you know it's a streamer, so it's going to be like Part 1 of like 84. Looks around and hopes no one realizes how many fucking Instagram reels he posted over the last week. Can we talk about this? I posted a lot of, we've been doing really great. The streams are great. The marbles have been great lately. But with the power of technology, it's easier than ever to make more great clips of great marble racing. So I just hope there's not too much Discord spam as like 6 different clips get posted equidistantly across 24 hours. Sergeant Mac still leading here. Yeah, Colin J. Crawford and Tom Chain. Ooh, Risky falling off the track. Sergeant Mac out the mini funnel into a hamster ball of hell. Colin Sun Bun, F.L.S. Carn and Tom Chain. Arkwright and Callison pulling out the rear as we see Sergeant Mac trying to make it out of this hamster ball. So you see Sergeant Mac's in the alleyway, in the crook. But you want to not be a crook. I want you to Nixon it and make it out. Oh, there we go. Some bunking and bonking will do it. Sunbun and Colin J. Crawford, 1 and 2, and the two of them have brought each other out. Ooh, they're separating though here into this section with some props, some pops, and some and some piano notes. I'm hearing piano notes. I'm not seeing the piano notes, but I think it's over here. I think it's here. Okay, well, Colin's not dealing with the piano, fortissimo, piano, allegro, none of them. Oh, okay, there we go. Colin just a bit of a scare at the end as some congos, but the congos I think are actually below. Yeah, they're below the plane, so it'll be fine even if they bounce you out. Based Bean taking second place, 43 seconds. Oh, pop! Another DNF fell out of the track. All right, folks, 36 seconds now. Bring it home. Kind of a random sort of level, isn't it? Looking for the top 10. Only 15 seconds. This is not a lot of time, folks. Ken Worf and Zero Evil fighting for that 10th. 7 seconds. Well, it looks like that will probably do it. 3, 2, and call it. Yo!
It's a new record.
That's a new world record. That's going to be some bonus points. Congrats, Colin J. Crawford, base to Bean, number 9, and Tom Chain. Your podium here on race number 4 today, the Dazzling Breezy Beach. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place Musical Chemist, leading Captain Jack, Crisco, Jake Schneider, Waylaid, Killer Whale, and Ken Worf in 4th place. And oh my gosh, speaking of bonus points, 11th place, Zero Evil is going to get that last place point, which is a bonus point in our league for being the only... no, that's not a bonus. Yeah, no, that's not a bonus point. You just get the last place point. Sorry about that. That's just a regular point. But bonus points to Colin J. Crawford. All right, let's load up another track. Sorry, I got you. You know what? Actually, Zero Evil, I'm going to give you a bonus point because I ripped it. I ripped it a little too soon. But you know what? When we have this is a bond. This is a bond between commentator and competitor.
When we dress to kill, every time the ladies pass, they be like, can y'all feel me? All ages and races, real sweet faces, every different nation, Spanish, Haitian, Indian, Jamaican, black, white, Cuban, or Asian.
Top racers today, Crisco, Jake Schneider, and Colin J. Crawford. Oop, sorry, we're not loaded up. I was that a little too early. 26, 24, and 22. It's tight here in the fight for first today. All right, now we're loaded in. Apologies. In for race number 5. It's our second quarter here. I'm going to Kiki Mouse for the level. Dark Colorful Wonder. We're loaded up. Exclamation mark plays what you type in the marble to get in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. I've been having a strange experience. Like I would say I'm not an online gamer. Marbles for the past decade has been the most like online gaming I do. But over the last week, I got, if you can believe it, I got a new chair. I got a mic over at the studio. Had an extra chair that he was tossing out, and I had a key on. I got it, but it's perfect. It's like exactly perfect for my racing wheel setup. I've been trying to use these office chairs, but they swivel, and the swiveling sucks. Or then they wheel and they roll around, and that sucks. I'm gonna post it in the chat of our Discord, marbles.win/Discord. But it's a little low. It's got a little like a good little bit of an incline, but it's not a racing chair. But it's like just the right size for it. So that's gotten me into playing the sport mode online racing in Gran Turismo 7, because they do they have a few races that they do every 10-15 minutes or something. And I have been doing it. I've felt good. I've felt good with the wheel now. I felt more consistent with it. I've been able to get good track times, quality time trials. I got a podium. I got a podium earlier today. I started on 8th, and then the people in front of me kept having mistakes, and I was leading? I was like in second place for a lot of the race, and I could have, but I had some parts of it. I'm not at some parts of it. It's crazy. Now that I feel like I can adequately play it and on the wheel, and I'm doing okay. I don't know. I'm thinking like I'm trying not to poke too much at it. I'm just trying to enjoy it. Captain Jack says, is the back of the chair supposed to look like that? It is the cushions on the back and the bottom are weird. They're like kind of wide. It's an IKEA chair. What is it? The Kölga? Something like that. 10 seconds, folks. So the back of it does look a kind of weird. It looks a little strange. But you sit in it. Oh, you get the little bit of the angle, almost like the Adirondack chair, just a little bit of a recline, but it's solid. Oh, the angle of the back, yeah, it's just a little bit of an incline. It's not like an office chair or a kitchen chair. It just leans back a little bit. All right, Ken Wharf, Cheesy Popcorn, Crisco, some of your first runners. Whoa, Cheesy getting a little too spicy, a little spicy for the mill. Colin can't even keep it in the mill. We see Ken and a musical chemist fighting for first place as they come out of the some sort of crazy laser marble ring. It's like maybe this is Sonic. Maybe this is like Sonic the Hedgehog's house. Maybe Sonic the Hedgehog lives here. That's what all these gold rings are, and nothing else. Musical chemist into a hamster ball of hell, but it's Based Bean who gets into that crook. Who's going to make it out? It will be Based Bean and then Archeron, Musical Chemist. 1, 2, and 3 so far. Almost a minute elapsed. Cheesy Popcorn, FLS, and Azcat. Malvinius and Killer Whale rush out. Zero Evil ahead of Ken Wharf. Then Sergeant McFuff, Ledwin, Breckhouse, and Waylaid as our racers are making it through the next section of Marble Holes. Based Bean hitting the elevator. Huge gap. As we will follow Malvinius, our racers look like they're going to get teleported. Shot through the air. Here we go. Whoa, this is near the beginning of the track. Is this the finish line? No, it's a mini funnel. Our racers are being shot back and forth in the air. Hopefully no one runs into each other. It's Archeron here. In the lead, the race leader ahead of Malvinius, Based Bean, and Musical Chemist. Our racers are caught up with each other now. Archeron going through a covered Cones of Dunshire. There's some overtaking on the sides. That's okay. The new track limits guidelines have determined that You're allowed to go around the cones if they're not orange and flashing. If they're not orange and flashing cones, you're allowed to ignore them. Based Bean, Killer Whale, Vuff, dealing with this copyright section. It's covered, so we're going to have to keep a real tight look. It's Vuff escaping first ahead of Archeron. Killer Whale tiptoeing close to the end here. Our racers are going into a parking structure. We're going to keep an eye out. Based Bean, Musical Chemist, FLS Carnage, and Malvinius, your front pack, leading Bryce, Ken Orf, Sergeant Mac. Just one more bit here. It's Vuff coming out of that parking structure, looking to take a win here. But you see there's debris on the track. The technical term is shit. And it's creating... they're bunching up the racers. The racers are bunched up. It's Based Bean taking the lead out of the final turn. That's a win for Based Bean number 9. Top 10 in 1 minute now for that last place point. Bring it home, folks. Ow! Sorry, Captain Jack. Watching Thermos Jack bring it home for an easy last place point. Plenty of time on the clock. Congratulations go to Based Bean number 9. Vuff and Musical Chemist, your podium here on race 5, the Dark Colorful Wonder. Top 10, rounded out by Malvinius in 4th, leading Bryce, Ken Worf, Sergeant Mac, leading Killer Whale, FLS Carnage, and Archeron in 10th place. 19 people entered. It was 18 of them to finish. It's Thermos Jack in 18th place, getting that last place point. And this one is a bonus points because the only person DNF, Colin J. Crawford, is gets a we give a bonus point if you're the only person to DNF. So congrats, Colin. You're getting another point. So shout out to that. Let's load up another track. Sorry, that was the look on my face of I have to touch my computer for a minute. I have to touch I'm gonna have to touch my computer and talk. Top 10 today. Oh, sorry, we're at the top of the league so far. It's FLS Carnage just at the edge of the 300 mark. Find your stats at any time. Marbles.win, it's a website. Load up now for race number 6. It's the Marbleous Bold Lane. Thank you to Blissful Bex for the level. Exclamation mark plays, which you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. And so Gran Turismo 7 Sport Mode has got me doing online a little bit because they only have 3 types of races at any one time, so you pick one and you really kind of hone in on it over a bunch of races. At the same time, hold the PlayStation button, go to another app. I've talked about this for like 3 weeks now. I'm like deep into Rematch, the Rocket League soccer type game. That game's great, and I'm getting kind of good at it. I'm making my way up the battle pass. I'm winning goals. I'm getting goals. I'm getting saves. 90 seconds to join us, folks. I wish more people would play Rematch, but it is. I acknowledge it is it's a bit of a complicated game to get all of the controls in, but I have been having a really great time with it. In a way I never do with online games. I feel like, oh my gosh, I actually can contribute. I can acknowledge what my contributions to the team are in this match. 1 minute to join us. I can feel it. Oh, we need to set up more 1-2s, or we need to. It's cool. They have like a ranked mode in the game if you want to do like a competitive sort of thing. But it's only 5v5, and I've only been doing 3v3. 3v3 is real simple. It's real easy. Just rotate and do triangle. You're good. I don't want to get into 4v4 or 5v5 at the moment. maybe one day I'll roll up. But right now I'm actually feeling like I can do something. And this is really strange. I really don't play like even like shooters or I really don't play a lot of multiplayer online stuff just at all. All right, folks, 10 seconds now for race number 6 here. We're on the Marbleous Bold Lane. Our races are ready, registered, and rough. Slowly making their way here on the start of this level. There's a plus minus thing here. At this, I don't know what we've seen this before, and I don't. It's changing the size of the That's right. I do remember that. Some of the marbles here have had their size. Oh, ASCAT falling off the track again. Another DNF for ASCAT tonight. Our racers are the marbles. They're a little big. They're actually a little big. Some of them had their sizes changed near the beginning. Hopefully, even you can see here a bunch of them. Most of the marbles are only able to make it through the center opening of the strainer. That's fascinating. This is shout out to this level in an era where everyone took the racetrack pieces and made them really big. You've decided to make them a little bit smaller, and it is working a treat. It's working a treat in my sense of delight, but I am recognizing now as a race caller that this is maybe not the most exciting race. It's more like if they were like it's more like baby races. We're kind of at the pace of baby racing. Of like there's some speed, but there's also just kind of like a lot of bumping into each other and just trying to fit through the Jake Schneider's just trying to even fit through the damn thing. At the top of the pack, Malvinius going down the stairs, right through. It's almost like a barrel of a gun. The tunnel of love of hell. When it's that small, Malvinius with a huge gap here to second place. Cheesy Popcorn also going through this. It's almost like a dollhouse size version of marbles. Zooming out here to see everybody, 2:10 on the clock. Judy, Bootybot, and Bryce has pulling up the rear so far as the racers are trying to deal with their marbles being a little bigger than normal. This week they let the maximum and the minimum weight for your marble it increased. And you know what? When the French stewards say, it's what goes. Malvinius just trying to get through this. Ooh, can Malvinius get through this mill? Yes, okay. You just kind of need to make sure you get the right. This is where you need traction. This one's not about torque. It's not about response. It's simply about finding the ground, getting some purchase, hitting the power, and making your way through the low gears. Malvinius here in the final. There we go. Making it look easy. 1 minute on the clock as we hope to see more racers here in the finish box. It looks like Thermos Jack will take second. There's no one yet. It's Cheesy Popcorn in the chamber, but we're gonna have to hurry up. It means like only 40 seconds now. This one's gonna be we're gonna have some bloodshed on this one. Cheesy Popcorn and Killer Whale fighting for 4th place. It'll be Cheesy. Oh, more racers dropping in. Tom Chain just nabbing 10th place. 15 seconds as we try to see who's going to get last place. Ooh, going to be some charred marble bodies at the end of this one. 5 seconds as Judy Bootybot is in the fire line. There we go. Congratulations go to Malvinius, Thermos Jack, and Musical Chemist. Your podium here in race number 6, the Marbleous Bold Lane. Thank you to Blissful Becks for the level. Thank you to Blissful Becks. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place Cheesy Popcorn, leading Killer Whale, Risk C, Lead Win, Jake Schneider, Captain Jack, and Tom Cha-Cha-Chain in number 10. Scrolling through, it's 24 entering, 15 of them finished. It's Red Hat Jesse, taking the last place in 15th. Gotta get some Frank Cruises in the chat for all of our DNF friends. I gotta. All right, let's let him another one. Is that the slowest race we've ever seen? Tom Chain asks. It would be up there. If we had a way of tracking like average marble speed, it probably would be up there with one of the slowest ones. Maybe along with the one that's in water and they're all watering. Why don't none of the other tracks? I guess water is not an option in the community levels, huh? All right, loading up for number 7 tonight. It's Happy Random Activity. Thank you, Doo for the level. Exclamation plays which haven't yet come over and join us. Castle Siege does get slow sometimes. It was fucking 7 minutes last week. Do you remember it being 7 minutes? Sometimes it's fast, but sometimes it takes 7 minutes. Join us. Bang that play, folks. How's everyone's Uma Musume's doing? Anybody get their Uma Musume runs in? You get your login bonuses? Hello, Burger. Hello, Little Sandy. Thank you for joining us. 60 seconds to join us for our next race. Ready to get there? I did an Uma Musume run today. I got 6 out of my 8 goals with Taiki Shuttle. It wasn't as good as I've done another. I did not beat my best for Taiki. I gotta get my power and my speed. I gotta get a little early on. My curve is all wrong. My training curve is not all there. I'll get there. I've got a tab group on my Safari for Uma Musume. So it's like a tab with a ranking of the skills that your Uma can learn, and then a table of like where your stats might want to be at like the end of these different years. I'm fucking falling in, man. I'm falling in. 3 seconds now for race number 7. It's the Happy Random Activity. 22 are in. We are off for this 7th race in the evening. Race is going through the pinball opening section here on the hand. Whoa! Okay, this is pretty. Now this is an aesthetically pretty. This is a level. This is a pretty level. It's Thermos Jack, Killer Whale, Tom Chain, Bryce has Zero Evil, Ploke High, and Crisco. Some of your front runners here on race number 7. Based Bean, Little Sandy, and Ledwin pulling up the rear. See Zero Evil getting rejected from the opening Steve. Will Zero get this escape velocity? No, it will be oh no, and back into the current. Tom Chain having a look on the escape. Ew, it's a slow one for Tom, but if you can make forward progress, Tom. Ooh, Vuffin Plokai with huge speed. Plokheim even taking advantage through the second Steve, which is a double and fast Steve. Our racer's hitting a pretty moderate boost into an elevator here. 1:10 elapsed. So you see Based Bean and Ken Wharf in the back of the pack here. Pull up the rear. Front pack. Oh, Plokai falling off the track. It's yours truly at the top. Oh no, Tom Chain overtaking on the dojo into the Ferris wheel. Vuff now fighting for first, but Tom Chain holding the lead. Archeron in the mix as more racers are falling off the track there. There's Little Sandy and Thermos Jack. It's Tom Chain, Vuff, your first 2 racers, Captain Jack and Bryce Kaz. So racers are going through the stair steppers. Malvinius, next one in the line. Judy Bootybot out of the Ferris wheel as Tom Chain moves in the next sector. Ken Wharf, Musical Chemist, Jake Schneider, FL's Carnage, Archeron, and M. Bloom all hitting the stairwells, making the hit. Oh, Tom Chain falling out of the track as we see Vuff at the, stopped just at the last second ahead of the finish line. What is this? Is this the French stewards asking for a weight check? There we go. Vuff taking a win on the happy random activity. Very dangerous level. A lot of DNF so far. Only 11 people still on the track here. I'm going to hit you with the 1 minute timer. That big red clock at the top of the screen. Points. I got points. Let's go. Yes, sir. I logged in to do to set up all the stats and rig everything, so I went. And I had to double check last week's VOD. I got the most points last week. How did you let me do that? You're not supposed to let me do that. You're supposed to win. Top 9 are in. 20 seconds. There should be plenty of time for those 3 racers out there. Jake Snyder secures that last place. Secures 10th place. Crisco trying to bank that lap alongside Based Bean. Oh! Who took it? It's a photo last place. At the top of the pack, it's Vuff, Bryce, Kaz, and Malvinius. Your podium on race number 7. The happy random activity thing to doobie-doo for the level. Professional podcaster, folks. 4th place, Captain Jack, leading Judy Bootybot, Ken Worf, M. Bloom, Archeron, FLS Carnage, and Jake Schneider. In 10th place, scrolling through its 12th place, Crisco, getting that last place point. We got to get a lot of Frankersies in chat for our DNF friends. Over 10 of them. Exactly 10 of them had that DNF. They do need the Frankersies. Let's load up another track. Based Bean saying 11th is the worst. It is the worst. Because you don't get any points. But you could have. You almost could have. Movers and shakers today, it's Vuff on 38 points so far, ahead of Musical Chemist on 36 and Bryce has. And Based Bean tied for 3rd on 34. Find your stats at anytime, marbles.win. It's a website. Load it up now for race number 8. The Beware Cascading situation. Exclamation mark plays what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. So I set up my racing wheel. I get the new setup for the racing wheel. I'm excited. I'm playing Gran Turismo. Works great. Grid Legends. Great for an arcade sort of racer. They have a lot of different types of cars, a lot of tracks, a lot of different. If you want a racing game where they say here's a lot of shit for you to do, I highly recommend Grid Legends. You know what game doesn't have steering wheel support? Burnout Paradise Remastered. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer. But it's an arcade racer. It's supposed to be. It's very arcadey. So I'm not against it. I'm not for it. It would be good if it would have some sense of, like Need for Speed Unbound had steering wheel support, and that's still like a Need for Speed. I mean, it's still very arcadey. I need to find something else to use the steering wheel, because I know the F1 game. I think I would need a good amount of time to feel like I have any sort of confidence playing the F1 game with the steering wheel. It's it's real precise on the steering for the F1 game. Little under a minute now. Join us here, exclamation mark play, for race number 8. We're going to question, is this a calendar? I think this is going to be, I think they have a way to show, like, the marbles results in the game. So, like, the first place winner will probably pop up here, second, third, all the way through 20. Normally, we don't see 20. We normally see, like, a top 3. We're here in the Beware Cascading situation, and this one's going to be a doohickey. I'll tell you that. 15 seconds to join us here, folks. Last chance. Open Bryce says, was there no steering wheels in 2008? Right? I guess PS3, but there were. All right. 26 racers. Judy Bootybot just making it in the nick of time. They're off. It's Archeron, Colin, and Based Bean first off the. Oh, but Tom Chain hitting that. Tom Chain hit go on the 2. and that's what gave him the opening boost. We're following Archeron as a bit of a DRS train, a murders train. Oh no, actually this is quite chaotic here. It's risk C, as all of our racers are trying to get ed up by about probably 40 different sharks here. And so you're just going to keep seeing marbles get put down the gullet of these friendly little shark fellas. What is this? There's graphics. I'm not sure. They've got graphics here. Oh, does this tie in with the 20? The 20 that we saw earlier near the start, that the person who makes it through. Oh, the person who makes it through the chain. Now, this is interesting. We haven't seen it. No, this is interesting. It's got the names of the people who make it through the different sectors, including me. Hey, look at me. Look at me. I'm making my way. I'm making my way downtown, frankly. Thermos Jack, a minute 18. About halfway through the sharks, leading Callison and Bryce has kind of a lot of lateral movement. I think with the extreme angle on these shark pieces, the bottom of this ramp almost acts like a big reservoir piece, like we've seen, where there's a lot of left and right movement. Instead of kind of straightforward speed, they say, what would it say? Smooth is fast as chunky peanut butter. No, that's not even it. It's not even it. I didn't even say it wrong the right way. All right, Thermos Jack is leading here as we zoom out through the cascade of sharks. I've heard of Jaws, but this is ridiculous. 2:30 on the clock. This is a really unique level, folks. Red Hat Jesse is your race leader, as Bryce has and Thermos Jack also make their presence known. It'll be Bryce Kaz into Shark 16 ahead of Judy Bootybot and Red Hat Jesse. I think for the arcade racing games, you kind of you spend most of your time. It's not conducive for a steering wheel control. In some games, I actually can understand it really, because it's a lot of either 100% gas or like 100% brake, or a lot of like tapping digital 100% brake to do like weird drifting. And then you're going like left and right really fast sometimes that are like not realistic. So I understand like not doing wheel support, but it's a bummer. Well, this was not too much of a bummer for me. I was the first one into number 20, but I'm not sure if I'll be the first one out. Almost 4 minutes elapsed, and yep, I think it'll be me, folks. Yes! 1 minute on the big red clock as I get rewarded yet again by the statistical forces of the world. That's right. Give me the rigged emote. Give me your rigged emote. Give me them all. Give me all of the rigged emotes. Top 3 are in. 40 seconds. This one, hope we have a top 10. Let's just check the board here. Risky, call it Thermos Jack House. Broadcast. Oh, I like that for the double digits. I guess there's no 14 digits, so they had to double them up. That's great. Top 10, making their way into the test tubes. It's the test tubes finisher now. This is going to be a dicey one here. Only 10 seconds. Our top 10 are only just now in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nearly it, folks. That's it with the world record. Let's go, baby. Congratulations go to Bryce Kaz, Cal SN, and Judy Bootybot. Your podium here on race number 8 today, the Beware Cascading Situation. Thank you to Rolling Wander for the level. No, excuse me, Rolling Wonder for the level. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place. M. Bloom leading Plokai. Risk C. Malvinius. Captain Jack in 8th, leading FLS Carnage. And Ken Worf, 0-4 in 10. Don't need to scroll that much further. It's 15th place. Ledwin getting that last place point. Shout out to Ledwin. And yes, folks, with a time of 3:53.8, yours truly takes a 5-point bonus for the world record. Another world record tonight, folks. Let's load up another one. Halfway point of the evening. The standings, we've got 2 racers in the 300 club. FLS Carnage and Bryce Kaz, 303-301. Let's go. Captain Jack, 294, head of Callus Sen and Risk C. Find your stats at anytime, marbles.win. It's a website. It's got all of the stats in a nice spreadsheet that you can reorganize and reorder. All sorts of good stuff. We're at the halfway point today. Let's take a look at the top movers and shakers. Why don't we? It's right, Kaz. 52. I can't have 2 weeks in a row where I'm the top earner. We can't do it. It can't. Vuff, 38 points, and Malvinius and Musical Chemist, 36 points today. Find your sets at marbles.win. Halfway point today, folks. We're loaded up into our next race, but really quickly, I got a few things I want to remind you. Merch, if you like it, LFG Marbles. We've got shirts, we've got hats, we've got tote bags, all sorts of great stuff. Check it out, marbles.win. It's a website. It does have a little bit of e-commerce there. Lots of options for the shirt, different color options for the hat, multiple types of hat. We had a flat top, we got a dad cap, we got a mesh, all sorts of stuff. Get that tote bag. That tote bag is sick. I was using that tote bag for forever, for everything. Check it out, marbles.win. And if you are enjoying the sound of me, I've got a 4-part miniseries podcast that just came out earlier this year. 2 Tusks with me and Jeff S. from over on Rage Select. You can find it now on any podcast player, or check out patreon.com/LFGX for full-length songs and enhanced audio quality. Check it out. They also get a merch discount. If you're checking out merch, it's actually cheaper to sign up for the Patreon and take the 10% discount code and then apply it to the merch, because that'll be more than $3. Check it out, marbles.win. We're loaded up for race number 9 for the second half of the evening. Welcome back, folks. We're here in the big classy Marbles, thinking another blissful Bex original. Exclamation mark plays, which you try to get a marble with your name on it, folks. We're here. We're ready. We're loading them up. 90 seconds on the clock. Speaking of Need for Speed, were we speaking about Need for Speed at all? There's a bit of a story this week that it might seem like Need for Speed, the video game franchise, could be on the back burner. It seemed that Electronic Arts had been funding a kind of a smaller journalism outlet called Speed Hunters. I think it was well known that EA funded it, but they did, I don't know. But I guess that blog, they just announced this week that they're kind of stopping operations. And it asks the question of, is Need for Speed on the back burner? Is this just, is this trying to cut cost? Because Need for Speed Unbound, I was just talking about this earlier, it was a good game. That's a good game. You should check, if you like arcade races, check out Need for Speed Unbound. There's an interesting sort of thing there with like the Need for Speed kind of, rebel sort of street racer thing. 15 seconds, folks. So I don't know. I hope we get more Need for Speed games, because they can be good. They can. You just have to let them make good games. 3 seconds now for race number 9. We are off. 26 racers are loaded and registered here for the big classy marbles. Oh, another level where the marbles are actually a little bit big on the track. This is great. This is new types of physics we've never seen. Colin and Azcat bumping into each other. When they're this size, it's almost like, it's not like they're marbles. It's more like they're like an episode of Wipeout. Like there's actually a little guy in there rolling the marble along through this little hamster ball, splitting around, hopefully not getting, fatally concussed as they roll with still pretty good relative speed. Colin J. Crawford leading with that shark skin, bumping into the side very safely, actually. You want to bump into the side. Because otherwise you can just fall off like Rissi and Callison. Zooming out as racers are making progress. It's FLS Carnage and Ken Worf in the back of the pack here. Ooh, Musical Chemist falling off. Azcat, Colin J. Crawford. Zero Evil, your front pack as the racers need to drop and then move up and down, back up and around, up the stairs, down the stairs. Think of all the right things to say. A minute 23 as our race. There's, you can see what I mean. There's like a baby pace. They're at the pace of like babies. If these were babies, they would be at like this speed. This is what the speed it would be like. I don't know why babies would do this, but this is how they would kind of clamber. It's not like they're rolling for performance. They're kind of just trying to stay stable, stay within the lines, just even fit through the world, Find a place in the world and fit into it. And like Colin couldn't fit into the mill there. Gonna go through this middle section here as Azcat is caught up. Zero Evil and Open Bayou are not far behind. Colin J. Crawford is crawling though, trying to avoid some of those gravestones, headstones even. Colin going into a reservoir with some dojos. Some stoppage for Colin. This is going to be a major stopping force with that dojo's right in the path of our racers. Zero Evil's the first one to scuttle off into the distance, into the next sector, followed by Open Bayou. Cheesy Popcorn looking for an escape now. Oh, we missed it. The racers... Well, all they have to do is drop through the heart here, so we didn't miss too much, supposedly. Tom Chain and Cheesy Popcorn led win, and then ipoopmypants.com, your finishers ahead of Thermos Jack and more. Top 10 are in. I'm going to hit you with the hurry up music. Sorry, Corona. Free your mind and join us at the finish line. 32 seconds now. Your top 10 are in. Let's get that last place point. $20 seconds. Azcat and Ken Worf. Ooh, a promising race for Azcat has turned into a last place chance. No, it won't! He exploded! Congratulations go to Zero Evil, Open Bayou, and Tom Cha-Cha-Chain here on your 9th race this evening, the big classy marbles. Thank you to Blissful Bex for the level. A Bex original shit. Top 10. Rounded out by 4th place. Cheesy Popcorn leading Lead Win. ipoopmypants.com leading Thermos Jack. FLS Carnage, Malvinius, and Jake Schneider in 10th place. Scrolling through, 26 people entered, and oh man, it's 18th place. Ken Worf securing that last place point. Shouty outy to Ken Worf. Let's load up another track. No new entrants into the 300 club, but some people are making progress. Load up now for race number 10. It's the Amusing Bemusing Gambit. Join us here. Exclamation mark plays what you type in the chat to get marble with your name on it. 90 seconds to join us here. Exclamation mark play. got a question. Sometimes I can be kind of have an insular life. Sometimes I can realize, I go to work, I come home, I go to work, I come home. Sometimes I just miss things. Is pornography about to be completely illegal? I keep seeing news articles that keep saying like, pornography's going away. I picked up the newspaper and said pornography's packed up a bag and is and is eyeing the door. I don't understand it. Tom Chan says porno's never going away. Captain Jack asks in Texas. Well, there is some stuff in Texas. I think we don't get the hub here. I think we still don't get porno hub in the Texas. I don't think on the .co.tx web domains we get those. It's crazy. And then Blue Sky, something about Blue Sky. If you're in the UK, you have to do one of their crazy. I thought the UK gave up on age verification. Am I crazy that the UK gave up on age verification? Because it didn't work and it would have made a horrible little monopoly of charging people to jerk off. All right, speaking of, 25 racers are off. Here in the opening squid of the Bemusing Gambit. Thank you to THG Skull Queen Bee for the level. We're going to follow yours truly here as our racers make it through an opening extended squiddy. Getting kind of Squid Gamey here. Unfortunately, I haven't seen Squid Game in about 6 years, so I don't entirely know any modern references about that. It's Open Bayou taking the lead now. Whoa! Some dangerous fire and sparks on the track. Haven't seen those before. Azcat in second. Malvinius Callison and FLS Carnage. Some of your front runners. Judy, Archeron, Stashman, Thermos Jack. Oh, Archeron's in the air. Oh, lands it. Nice little hop. In the back, Swapping Spit, Riss, and Zero Evil. As we see Azcat going through the curly fries. Leader as the crow flies. First one into the mini funnels now. Going to drop into this little peapod. Peepopod. Oh, it's a hamster ball. There's a hamster ball at the end here. Azcat and Malvinius making it through the funnel here. Gonna drop through this little sneaky snake section. Shouldn't be anything crazy at all. Malvinius now, along with Azcat. No, maybe not yet for Azcat. Malvinius is shot into the next sector. There's Azcat. So our racers are getting shot into another mini funnel here. Malvinius showing what's next. Speed bumps, speed humps, and then a trio of elevators. We're going to keep a bit of an eye out because our racers have got the finish line here at the end of this hamster ball of hell. It's Malvinius' first one up. Azcat and Thermos Jack not too far behind. This is the distance on this one is a little strange. It's because what is this? Is this getting shot out? THG is shooting marbles out of their mouth. Okay, that's fun. All right, we're looking for a winner here. It'll be Malvinius and then Azcat. There we go. All right, well, can we get a top 10? If this is going to be voice activated, can we get a top 10? Here's Thermos Jack for top 3. 1 minute on the clock now, folks. Bring it home. Here we go. We've got an eye into the alleyway now. Once you make it out, you should be out. Ledwin, Open Bayou, and then Ledwin up top 5. Jake Schneider and more. Top 10 are in. 30 seconds to make it out. Last place point will get a point. Last place point will get a point. Yeah. Yes. That's basically how that works. 30 seconds have elapsed since 30 seconds ago. We're looking at Tom Chain with only 10 seconds on the clock. There's fire somewhere, Tom. 4, 3, there we go! Whoa! Congratulations go to Malvinius, Azcat 1964, and Thermos Jack. Your podium on race number 10 the amusing bee-musing gambit. Thank you to the Skull Queen Bee for the levels. Queen Bee, Queen Bee! Top 10, rounded out. It's a J-pop song. 4th place, Open Bayou, leading Ledwin, Jake Schneider, Archeron 42, leading Judy Bootybot, Ken Warfin, swapping Spit in 10th place. Rolling through, oh, goodness, it's Musical Chemist in 19th place, getting the last place point. Gotta get some Frankerzies in chat for a fallen. Gotta get more. Yeah, I see them. Can we get more? I need a Frankerzy button because sometimes we need a Frankerzy injection. You know, I need a spam button. Let's load up more. It's a tight fight at the top of the movers and shakers today. 1 point separates yours truly and Malvinius, 52 and 51 points. 3rd place, Thermos Jack, Vuff, and Musical Chemist, 4th and 5th. 40 points, 38 points, and 37 points. Loaded up now for race number 11. It's the Energizing Colorful Rainbow. Thank you for joining us here. It's number 11. I don't know why I thanked you. Sometimes I just start to say something, and then I'm just on the track. I'm on the marbles track, and once I'm in the curly queue, you gotta come all the way back around. You get blasted up, and you're gonna come back around. That's kinetic energy and potential energy. I used to get. I don't get this as much anymore. I used to get this a lot when my college degree is in kinetic imaging, which is just it's a fine arts degree about arts that exist over a span of time. Mostly video and audio and stuff. It can be very production based or very like for performance art or something. Anyway, I used to get a lot of people thinking it's like kinesthesiology or about like the body movements and the ways that the body is able to flex and all. It's not what this is, and it's not about kinetic energy, which is about, an object in motion. 20 seconds to join us, folks. I don't get that as much anymore now. I guess I just don't talk about my college degree as much anymore either. 12 seconds now, folks, for the Energizing Colorful Rainbow. We're here. We're ready. Thank you to Admiral Kratos for the level. 5 seconds now, and we will be off. Our racers are ready, registered, and revving, and they're off here on the Energizing Colorful Rainbow. Back of the pack, it's Calisen 34. Calisen started in the back of the pack here. It turns out they did not have the right California registration, and the stewards saw the name Calisen and thought, "Oh, you need the right permit. You need the sticker. You need the right. You got to get the little EV sticker on your car, Calisen." All right, it's Based Bean leading FLS Carnage, Bryce, Malvinius, Aris C, and Vuff. Our racers are off here on race 11. As we see in the back of the pack, ipoopmypants.com, Thermos Jack, and Zero Evil. But it's a fast and pretty straightforward level here. Based Bean leading. Oh, it's an overtake on the side by FLS Carnage and Bryce has. Almost a minute elapses. Bryce has overtakes for the lead of the race. I'm actually starting to get a little uncomfortable with how good my performance has been in marbles as of late. A minute 8 elapsed as we see Bryce has playing keep away from FLS Carnage and Malvinius. Risk C in the mix with Colin and Captain Jack, Archeron and Calisen, Based Bean swapping Spit and Stashman too as they make their way into the dogleg left. We're following into a dogleg right. It's Malvinius. Oh no, overtaken by yours truly as our racers hit some high-speed boosts. Oh, some explosives on track have all at once stopped my winning. Oh, all of the boxes exploded with a really high speed. Bryce has here trying to make it through the final stretch. putting some debris on track, leaving some Nick debris on track. But it's slowing me, stopping me down. Trying to avoid some of these explosives. I'd like to... Ah, no! I hit an explosive barrel. Fell off the track. Couldn't keep it. Oh, neither could Red Hat Jesse or Vuff. It will be Captain Jack to take the win here. Oh my goodness. We need the French stewards to come out here and look at whoever approved putting barrels on the track right there. Top 10 are in. Who's getting last place? Explosives everywhere. You only need to cross the finish line once, folks. I think it'll be Based Bean pulling in. Yes. Yes. There we go. Congratulations go to Captain Jack 913, Colin J. Crawford, and IPoopMyPants.com. That's your podium here on race number 11, the Energizing Colorful Ranger. Thank you, Admiral Kratos, for the level. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place. Lead Win leading on. Stashman 2, Swapping Spit. In Digital TV in 7th, Cheesy Popcorn, Zero Evil, and Judy Bootybot taking that 10th place. Scrolling through, a lot of enters, a lot of finishers. It's Based Bean number 9 in 24th place, getting that last place point. Shout out to Based Bean. We also got a win today. Also got a win earlier today. Remember that? Let's load up another race. Based Bean says, yes, I do remember that. Oh, that highlight of the evening? Yeah, I do remember that. Captain Jack joins the 300-point club and is the top pay-to-win player for your Patreon support. Thank you, Captain Jack. All right, loaded up now for race number 12, the classic vintage concept. Join us, exclamation mark plays, which I haven't detected mark with your name on it. Have people seen Superman? I go every time I go into the studio, the guys asking me if I've seen Superman, and I say no, I haven't seen Superman. Cuz Marvel is like spoiled superheroes for me. In that we're on a break. Me and we're on a break, superheroes. But I keep hearing it's very good. I hear they've made Superman woke. I hear they made him wake up. They had Superman take some E. Superman's got pronouns now. I don't know. I'm not doing this bit. I think I had a different idea for what this bit would be in my head, but it just came out really bad. 72 seconds to join us here. Exclamation mark plays, switch to type. Race number 12. Let's do a fly through of the track. That's how you know I extended my charisma for this race. 60 seconds to join us now. Look at this. Okay, this actually is a bit of a classic concept level. Oh, I wonder if this is like actually an older Marbles level, because I kind of remember these heart pieces. I kind of remember those heart pieces floating in the middle of the air. 45 seconds to join us. Okay, well, thank you to Bosher Say for the level. 30 seconds now. Make sure you get in, folks. You can see we had a new skin here for Twitch subscribers. If you hit exclamation mark play 17, you get a popsicle, a randomly colored popsicle, and it is ham shaped. Oh no, that's a hamster. Because I don't have a popsicle. They said it's a popsicle skin, so every person who gets it gets a different color. But I don't have a popsicle-shaped marble. So we just have to go with ham, just ham on the bone, but it's a popsicle. And frankly, you're getting more pop for your sickle, if you ask me. Tom Chain leading as our racers diverge on the top side. Stashman is on the front of the near side here. It's Swapping Spit and Musical Chemist pulling up the rear as our racers start to go into the curly fries here. A double order of curly fries, please. Oh my God, can I talk about curly fries just really briefly here? Oh my God, sorry, this shouldn't have shocked. It's back, folks. They brought it back. the chicken tater melt at Jack in the Box. They got what is it? The T-Pain food celebrity food meal, and it's got a chicken tater melt. Or you can get it as a burger tater melt, but I get the chicken tater melt. That was one of the things on their munchie menu. But then I thought they got rid of the munchie menu. But then I was looking at the menu the other day, and I was just enamored by the T-Pain thing, because of course T-Pain would bring the holy chicken tater melt back. Maybe the munchie meal is back, but like you could only get the munchie meal stuff after like 10 p.m. or something. All right, it's ASCAT. This is not advertising for actually fuck Jack in the Box. I actually can't just delete the last few minutes. Pay me, motherfuckers. Oh, some popping. As Poop Pants finds the kill plane. It's ASCAT and Bryce neck and neck, going through the steppers here. Ahead of Colin J. Crawford and Zero Evil, neck and neck for third. Vuff, Ledwin, and Thermos Jack for fifth. Plokai and Callus and for ninth. It's airtime. ASCAT and Bryce next to each other. Uh-oh, what's up, Pop? Are we getting doggy? Are we dog fighting a little bit here? Are there two of us fighting for... No, it's not! Colin J. Crawford somehow jumped ahead and took the race lead. Sorry, I dog teased you a little bit there. It's Colin with a solid win. No, not doggy at all. Sorry, you got to be fighting for first place. Oh, let's go. Oh, man. I'm excited to get another second place, but they're actually going to think I'm rigging the games. Thermos Jack coming in for third. I'm going to hit you with a hurry up music. Oh, come on, Pop. No, Pop, you had this. Top 4. Top 7. Okay, so a couple of points for Pop. There you go. 20 seconds as our top 10 are in. Is this a world record call? Yes, it is going to be a world record. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. That's another... they started a new season on Marble, so they refresh all the community levels. I think that's what it is. It's going to be big points for all of y'all. Lead win. Not going to make it. Congratulations go to Colin J. Crawford. Bryce and Thermos Jack, your podium here on the Classic Vintage Concept race number 12 today. Thank you to Bosher Say for the level. Top 10 rounded out by fourth place, Plokai, leading on Open Bayou. Zero Evil, Callus N34. ASCAT 1964 in 8th, leading on Cheesy Popcorn and FLS Carnage in 10th place. Scrolling through, it's 17th place, Swapping Spit. Getting that last place point. Shout out to Swap as I make sure you get 5 points for Colin. Look at that. 5 bonus points. Loading up race number 13. Whoop. Movers and shakers today at the top. Uh-oh. 63 points. It's Bryce again. Okay. Leading on Colin J. Crawford on 52 and Malvinius 51 points today. Well. Loaded up now for race number 13. It's the beautiful, colorful map. Thank you to Don Mafiosi for the level. Join us. Bang that play. I don't know what to do about it. Imagine how nervous I would get in a season of marbles where I win. I don't love like being in the lead 2 weeks in a row, just that day. And now Like, what happens if I take the lead? We're gonna get articles on motorfans.net. What does Bryce's lead in the championship mean?
Yeah, 360.
No, I'm not gonna beat the rigged allegations. This was the plan. He was gonna wait 11 seasons of Marbles, and then in the last, and then really put the screws to us. That's how he's gonna. That's how he's gonna put the screws to us in the last by rigging the fake marble races where they don't even do prizes anymore. The inflation, Biden inflation. 20 seconds, folks. Oh my gosh. We are here on the fourth quarter of the evening. 10 seconds for race number 13. It's a beautiful, colorful map, and we're here on it. 3 seconds. Our racers are ready, registered, revving, and they're off. Going down, up, out, and around. In an opening squiddy, the opening squid game, our racers are going chasing these portals. Oh, okay. Oh, Obermas. Oberma. And is this a response to my political joke? Oberma. Us. Oberma. Irma Gerd. It's Oberma. It's Obermaus. Oh, maybe Obermaus? Like a dead mouse kind of thing? Okay. It's Bryce leading again. You're on race 13 of the evening. Musical chemist Jake Schneider, Captain Jack in the mix, Thermos Jack, Vuff, Poop Pants, Archeron, and Ken Wharf, some of your front runners. Almost a minute elapsed as the racers are trying to Irma Gerd, Burma, US. And then Ledwin stuck in. Thanks, Oberma. Oberma. None of this is working. None of this is. Cut all this out. Jake Schneider and Captain Jack getting a little doggy with it, going into a fast double Steve here. Your leaders on this 13th race. It'll be Captain first one into the hamster ball of Love of Hell. And then Captain Jack first one out as Jake Schneider is trying to get out. I'm a little confused about it. How do I get out of here? Is something about a crook? Captain Jack's gone through one tunnel of Love of Hell, through another tunnel of Love of Hell, into some poppers and some stoppers, as Jake also makes it through tunnels. We're approaching 2 minutes. It's Jake Schneider out in front of Captain Jack, Tom Chain, Bryce has ASCAP, Musical Chemist, Archeron, Vuff, and Colin J. Crawford. It's Ledwin. Caught up in Oberma. We also see Callison, Plokai, Red Hat Jesse trying to make a play for the last place point. Are they stuck? You know, this is a fast Steve. It's pretty good at whipping you in and out, and it can whip you out back the way you came just as fast as it can whip you forward. Jake Schneider here is your leader as the crow flies, going through another funnel section, shot through. Oh, it's a Boney M disco here, Daddy Cool. As Jake Schneider trying to avoid these lasers and fire. Hopefully none of these are real lasers. But it might be, as ASCAT yet again DNFing somehow. We didn't even see that one that time, Pop. Archeron, Tom Chain, Musical Chemist, and Colin J. Crawford. Your front pack dealing with a copyright section here. Tom Chain going into the UFO garage, but overshoots it. Can't quite get out with the speed that you want. Neither can Colin or Musical Chemist. Tom Chain going into the oven now. Getting baked. And that's a win for the oven-baked Tom Chain. I'm going to give you 1 minute on that big red clock at the top as our racers are navigating this quite cinematic level. Thank you again for the level Don Mafiosi. Or Obermer. Hey, Strahd. Bring it on, folks! We don't even have a top 10 yet. Base Bean is saying that I just shouldn't win Castle Siege. It'll be okay if I rig it, just don't win Castle Siege. And I'm here to tell you, make me. 15 seconds is Ken Worf and FLS Carnage. Hit the heater, hit the bakery, hit the oven. Getting baked, they're done. Oh my goodness. Congratulations go to Tom Cha-Cha-Chain, Colin J. Crawford, and Musical Chemist. Your podium here in race number 13. It's a beautiful, and it is a beautiful, colorful map. Thank you to Don for the level. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place Vuff, leading on Jake Schneider, Archeron, Malvinius, Based Bean, number 9 in 9th, -1 place, leading on Captain Jack in 9th place, leading on Zero Evil in 10th, and then just hop down a little bit to 12th place, FLS Carnage, in that last place point in 12th. Shout out to FLS Carnage. And can we get a Frank for Ken Worf, who did finish, but the only finisher to not actually get any points? That one always hurts. That's the one that hurts. And then, of course, Tom Chain, 5 points for a world record. Look at it. Top standings in the season. Oh. With 312 points, Bry Kaz leading on FLS Carnage and Captain Jack both on 309. Loaded up now for race number 14, the Aggressive Track Festival. Join us, ! Play is what you type to get a marble with your name on it. Looking shiftily left and right, trying not to make too much hullabaloo or hullabaloo, hulling the baloo, trying to be inconspicuous. Look, here's my defense in the allegations that I'm rigging these races. If I was rigging the races, I would do it for a monetary gain. I wouldn't if I could rig the races, I wouldn't give myself the win. This is not like a Fortnite streamer. I don't get anything if I win. In fact, it behooves me not to win. Swap says, not a good day to say my defense of these allegations with a long pause afterwards. Noted. You know what? We'll snip that one out of the VOD. All right, 20 seconds now. Can you believe we're living through history? All right, 18 seconds now for the Aggressive Track Festival. Make sure you get in, folks. Only a few more races left for this evening's matches. 10 seconds. 3 seconds now. We're off. 26 ragers. They're raging, folks. They're raging, and revving. They're off into the opening Plinko. Thank you. What do you guys say? It's Green Fest. Okay. I don't know what Green Fest is. Whoa. Okay. Some kaleidoscopic art even. No one's off the block yet. It's an opening W Plinko. We're seeing Judy Bootybot, Red Hat Jesse, Base Bean, Callison, all the racers. It'll be Azcat, first one off the block, but Judy Bootybot falling ahead. Whoa! Okay, there's a little bit of ramp. You can get some ramps. We've never seen this, a Tony Hawk sponsored ramp to impede some of our racers. Keeping an eye as our racers start to climb up, down, all around. But we're seeing Azcat with a early lead on Based Bean. Excuse me, an Open Bayou. It's the one thing you're not supposed to call Based Bean. Third place is Open Bayou leading. Oh, Poop Pants fell off the track here. It's Red Hat Jesse leading, Swapping Spit, Bright Kaz, Zero Evil, Tom Chain, and Lead Win. Then we got Ken Worf, Rissy, and Archeron, Jake, and Judy Bootybot. We're looking at Tom Chain leading the pack here, going through, a little bit of an inchworm sort of section, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. We'll see what happens. It's a minute 30 elapsed so far. Tom being pretty handily. Oh, this is going to be a bad one for Azcat. If you're on the camera left side of your screen, if you end up coming back this way toward the Steve, the gears will actually seem like they will just lock you in and around. That's meant Azcat has lost a few places. Tom Chain is your race leader as we see this is what's happening. The race is being shot forward into this really quite beautiful kaleidoscopic design. Tom Chain leading into another set of mills. Head of base to bean, open by and Red Hat Jesse. Our race is going to have to go up and around and then switch back for one last little bit of chaos here on the Aggressive Track Festival. Tom Chain in the final stretch. Ooh, it's a very fast stretch here for the switchback, but there's no boost like that on the other side. It's Tom Chain bringing it in, controlling the pace, taking the win ahead of Based Bean, number 9. One minute on that big red clock at the top, folks. Who is in the mix for last place? Giving you some hurry up music. Musical Chemist with 34 seconds has got to deal with this mill. These little auto run sections, they're okay. They're just, they can be a little boring. They can either be really boring or a little unfair when something happens in those. Because you expect it to be, just going at a set way. But when, especially in the community levels, if you get some speed, you get some verticality. Only 5 seconds for Musical Chemist. Will they make it? 3, 2, close. I think that was good enough, though. Congratulations go to Tom Chain, Based Bean number 9, and Red Hat Jesse, your podium on race 14 today, the Aggressive Track Festival. Thank you to Xiao Mao Zhu for the level. Top 10 are rounded out by 4th place. Open Bayou, leading Azcat, Swapping Spit, Risk C, Ledwin, Ken Worf, and Judy Bootybot in 10th place. 26 people entered, only 19 of them finished. It's Musical Chemist. Got that last place point in our league. Shouty outy to Musical Chemist. Got to get a lot of Frankerzies for our friends who got DNFs. They do need Frankerzies. That's what the letters stand for. If you can believe it. And I hope that you do. 2 more races, folks. Let's load them up. I gotta say, unlike last week, we haven't had many races where we haven't even had a top 10. We're managing to get good top 10s. A tie on the movers and shakers board today. Colin J. Crawford and Bry Kaz. I guess actually Bry Kaz breaks the tie because I have more wins. Sorry about it. Just how it goes. Loaded up now for race number 15! Exclamation mark plays. Would you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it? 2 more races tonight, folks. I don't know. I put my hand up towards the webcam on my laptop and not the webcam that we're using today. 90 seconds, folks. Join us. Do you ever? Does anyone watch any of the social video apps anymore? Weird to ask that. Does anyone? Because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys are using TikTok and Reels and stuff. I feel like on TikTok specifically, I'm not a Reels user and I don't really use YouTube Shorts very much, but I do use TikTok a good bit. And I feel like an algorithm bender. I feel like I can see through the code. I know that if I watch this clip of Marcus Lemonis, the Prophet, for long enough, if I watch it for just the right amount, I can will it, I can divine it to be that the next clip will be another stolen clip from Marcus Lemonis, the Prophet. 10 seconds, folks. I can see through the code. I can see direct to Beijing. I can see all of the code. 5 seconds now. I know, I can tell when it's trying to audition something for me. Oh, you like this. You like this one thing, right? Why don't you try this other thing that's like kind of related, maybe. Whoa, our marbles racers are huge on this track, and a lot of them have fallen off already. This is the Deadly Bizarre Funnel. Our racers, as you can see, are huge compared to the other, compared to the track pieces, which I think is causing some of the DNF so far as people bump into each other. Again, they're crawling like newborn babes. Of course, they're also dealing with kind of long, extended parking structure sections, so a lot of the chaos has been is kind of prescribed for us. Meanwhile, Poop Pants in the back had a really bad time. Where did you come from? Had a really bad time in the reservoir section there, only just now making it out. Looks like... Is the finish line at the end of this parking structure, or do you have to drop also through this? You have to drop all the way. What is wrong with this level? This is I think it feels like the gravity is also really low in this level. But our racers are going to have to make it in through. They're going to have to get baked, and then at the end, the first one to drop will make it to the finish line in the opening there. But it's a spicy one here, folks. It's a spicy one. A minute 42 elapsed on race 15. The Deadly Bizarre Funnel. I will say it's bizarre, and I guess it would be deadly. Rissy and Thermos Jack are now falling for the coin. Riss takes it. As we see Thermos Jack now falling for second place. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Judy Bootybot taking third place. You can save 50 pounds when Open Bayou takes fourth place. We have thousands of Red Hat Jesse fifth places. And Cheesy Popcorn taking the sixth. 1/2 of a minute left to go, folks. And I get a Jesse Glenn for the song. Base Bean says, Big Marble isn't a new feature. I'm surprised to see so much of it this season. Hopefully it's people hearing my continued complaints that Marbles designers were overusing, nay, abusing the design philosophy of taking pieces of the track and then just blowing them up to be huge for no reason. I am very appreciative of the Marbles on Stream community for taking some of this feedback into consideration potentially. Congratulations go to Riss C, Thermos Jack, and Judy Bootybot, your podium here on race number 15, the Deadly Bizarre Funnel. Top 9. What? 9 rounded out by fourth place Open Bayou, leading on Red Hat Jesse, Cheesy Popcorn, Ledwin, Vuff, and FLS Carnage, who got that 9th place, last place point. Shouty outy to FLS Carnage, because that is there was not a 10th. There was no 10th, folks. There is no 10th. Me when I'm in the Star Wars steward's office for Star Wars F1. No, we just need to move on. This one doesn't have any teeth. Let's get ready for our final race. Ah! Few words before we get into our final race of the evening. Join us over on Patreon, patreon.com/LFGX, where you can support us, or subscribe over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Brycas, BRYCAS, where you get emotes and all sorts of, you get all sorts of cool stuff here on Twitch. Ad-free viewing, that's a big one. I did not have a stroke. The caffeine, you know what? I needed to take all this caffeine about 2.5 hours ago. Arcron also saying, how many pitch black levels did we have? None. Let's go. See, you can see they're listening. Their community's listening, and I love it. Patreon, Twitch. Get in the Marbles Discord, marbles.win/Discord. Join us here for the community. We are on the socials, Instagram and TikTok. Check us out. Marbles.win is usually our username over there. For clips, you could become a clip. Actually, statistically, you're very likely to become a clip the way it's been going lately. Join us on the socials. Thank you for following us. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you here for everything. It's time, folks. Hit the wrong button. Join us, folks. It's time for race number 16, Castle Siege! ! Plays what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. The producer juice is hitting tonight, folks. That's right. It's just caffeine, but I needed to take the caffeine like 30 minutes earlier before I poured it at the right time, but I didn't actually drink it. I got busy getting the computer and stuff set up, and I didn't end up drinking it. And now I'm hydrating myself, but with the workout energy, the amino energy that I needed to take an hour and a half ago. This is not interesting. 1 minute now to join us for our final race this evening. This is number 16. It's Castle Siege. Last chance to get points in our league. 55 seconds. Join us. Of course, if you're enjoying this, we will be back in 1 week's time, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. If you want alerts, we got lots of ways to do it. You can sign up for the email list, lfgmarbles.substack.com, or find the link at marbles.win. Get the Discord, where you can get Discord notifications. Follow on Twitch, where you can get push notifications. Follow on the social medias, where you'll get game day stories, all sorts of stuff. We're here trying to make sure that you please watch and enjoy the stream. Thank you. 10 seconds now as we get ready for our final race of the evening. We're just about off on Castle Siege, our customary final race of the evening. Bring it home, folks. 24 racers ready, register, revving in rough in the opening plinko. We already see explosive barrels firing their way towards the opening turrets. No one is made contact just yet. Zero Evil and Bryce are caught in the back, but they'll be okay. They'll be a little slow on the way out, but the explosive barrels tend to target who is ever at the front of the line. At the moment, that is Red Hat Jesse, who had a really strong about 4 seconds of undeterred, unstopped forward momentum, being met by Tom Chain to inherit that race lead as Red Hat Jesse is briefly stopped on the side of the racetrack. Our racers are dealing with this drag strip style track where the race leader is targeted with explosive barrels, but then also if the barrels hit the track and don't actually explode anybody, then the barrel prop will stay on the track, leading to another potential explosive. Tom Chain just tippy-tappy that barrel, but didn't cause it to explode, but then another barrel did explode. Tom Chain's having his own fun there as Captain Jack, your second place, along with Malvinius, Colin J. Crawford, and Ledwin, fighting for second place, are well gapped to your race leader. Malvinius directly into an explosive, but that explosive actually just kind of stopped. It didn't really seem to send you back. Now, we did see, we've been getting new records this week because they've upped the actual Marbles on Stream software. They've got a new season as of last week or so, which sometimes means new levels, new records, new updates to the physics. And so I don't know if we're just seeing oddities of how the explosive physics get applied to the marbles, or maybe we're just seeing a huge explosion left a lot of racers off the track so far. We're looking at Malvinius who taps it in. We just missed that. 1 minute on the big red clock now, and it could be a bloodbath. Another J. Martin in the back of the pack now is trying to walk it home. But this is the dangerous part of Castle Siege, folks. Even though first place is in, the explosive barrels have stopped spawning, but they are still out there on the track. They have a really, really high power rating, which means if you hit it, they can stop you or make you go well back. Or in Ledwin's case, well forward. A brick on the rim of the finish line. That is a disastrous end of the evening. Looking for second place still, but only 10 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh my goodness. The results from race 16 tonight. Your winner, podium and last place finisher. In first place, it's Marbleous. And folks, that's a bonus point for Malvinius for being the only person to finish that race. Yes, we really do that. All right, let's load up the end of the stream messages and see how everyone has done after 16 thrilling races. The French stewards have looked over the math. The accountants have done their accounting. The auditors are picking up their Audis. Let's look at the points. Hit me with that HP All-Stars. First off, we're going to look at your top movers and shakers today. Thank the Lord with Malvinius. Topping the table, it's 71 points. Your biggest mover and shaker today. Tied for second place, 63 points. It's Bryce Kaz and Colin J. Crawford. 61 points for Thermos Jack ahead of Tom Chain on 52. Then we got Vuff, Based Bean, Musical Chemist, Open Bayou, Jake Schneider, Captain Jack, Zero Evil, Ledwin, Judy Woodybot as Cat. Your top 15 today. Congratulations to everyone who enters the races, gets points, all of that good stuff. Now your standings. In season 12. Is this right? Is this right? Can we refresh the stats here? Yes, with a score of 312 points. Breaking the tie by their 9 wins to the name. It's FLS Carnage on the top of your season 12 standings with 312. Just ahead of Bryce has also on 312, but only 4 wins. So losing the tiebreak. Then Captain Jack on 309 ahead of Callisen, 286. Then we got Risk C, Jake Schneider, Ken Worf, Sun Bun, Archeron Vuff. Find your stats at marbles.win. Our FLS Carnage, spoken like the gritty anti-hero of this anime, saying, "I won't let you rig the season, Bryce. I will make my will." I almost had it. If I watched anime, I would have had a little bit of a thing there. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back in 1 week's time, next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific, here on Twitch. Join us on YouTube, on Patreon, Instagram, TikTok, email list, Discord, all of the good stuff. Marbles.win, it's a website. It's got all the great links there. Thank you for joining us, folks. We will be back in a week. Thank you so much. Wait, no, this one. Thank you so much. Bye, folks. Yes. Woo. Papa Sekai wa all for one. Here we go.